Why are you doing this?
Everything I do is for His Majesty.
And what do you hope to achieve by following his orders?
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
What's going on, anime enthusiasts? This is the second of the My Status as an Assassin episode review, and I must say I am afraid of what's next for the future of this anime. Now, there's some good things, I'll give you that, but I am also wary of the things that are shown and the storytelling that's happening. I don't want to say it, but Akira is looking like not like a carbon copy, but he's like bargain bin discount $5 off Jinwoo from Solo Leveling. What I mean by that is, in the beginning, well, in the last episode, towards the end, he kind of activates this shadow magic kind of thing. In the beginning of this episode, he uses that shadow magic, which looks extremely powerful, overpowered, OP, just one-shots the Minotaur, and it can't really control it that much, and Sauron's able to like calm him down and help him focus and control it. But something that powerful kind of puts me at unease, because he may not be as much of an assassin as the title claims to be, even though he does all this assassin good stuff. If his assassin skills aren't worth it, why don't you just pop shadow magic, solves the day and problem? Back then and there. So that's my issue. But from then and there, from going on, there's a little bit more storytelling and intrigue. We get more about the very first hero, which makes me question and wonder who this guy is and why hasn't the kingdom been alright since he was the very first hero. Like, he even made a katana, which Sauron stole from the royal armory to give to Akira, and it's called Yato no Kami, God of the Nightblade. It has a message engraved on it. I pray this finds its way to you, my successor, and guides you to your hour of need. Whatever that could mean or be, just lets us probably also guess that the hero knows about the king's shadowy plans and antics. How come he couldn't solve it is beyond me. We also learned that Sato, why he was like down in the dungeon, it was like he was cursed by the princess, and the princess used these crystals to curse other people and like put hexes on them. And even though Akira destroyed Sato's crystal, she has a crystal on everybody in the class, which is cool, which, you know, explains the further corruption that the king has, and also throws into question like how much power or shadow games is the king playing. Like, he now, like, after the princess reports to him, like, now he needs a justification to declare war on the east, wherever that is. And it seems like he's using calling these heroes from another world to fight his wars and fight his battles through some form of manipulation and curses and hexes to make them fight against, you know, their will, and trap them in this other world, which I hope is happening. And that sounds kind of cool as a villain, just calling in random people from another world, giving them the false glory that, you know, that new world provides, and then just puppeteering them to do his bidding. Amazing. But unfortunately, good things don't last for anybody, as Sauron is assassinated using Akira's dagger. Who did that? We don't know. But now Akira's being blamed because that's his dagger. Even though his dagger was broken in the dungeon, some of the no-name classmates are like, "You're the one who killed him." And then the king's like, "All right, guards, kill them." And of course, Akira escapes, but not without Gillis revealing that Sauron was actually killed by the king's personal assassins, the Night Ravens, and now they're after Akira. So it seems like the princess snitched, as she does, because she didn't reveal any information. And so now Oda is his name, but that's his first name. Akira, no, that would be, yeah, Oda's last name. Akira is his first. So Akira is now hiding out in the dungeon labyrinth canteen, the labyrinth, and he's just leveling up his skills in his class as per Sauron said to him before he passed away. And again, shadow magic is used to solve the problem, and the soul loving thing happens to where I guess the system or the shadow magic itself is automatically doing things to help him out, like protecting him when he's passed out from using shadow magic again, and using some of his reserve mana to like heal him. Because when he wakes up, he's like, oh, my HP's up, my skills are went up even though I passed out. What's going on? We don't know. So there's another system there. And then moving on from there, let's take another sidetrack. So it happened so fast and we kind of don't see what happened. So Sato's not cursed, but all the other classmates are cursed as well. So that's why some of them look like dead or asleep or unbothered when Sato's like, hey, we need to go out there and fight the demon lord like quickly. And while some of them don't want to go, or some of them are asleep, there are actually a few that decided wanted to go with them. Why? Well, when he asked, it seems like that they're aware of the curses that's been put on them. At first it looked weird. One of them was a disenchanter, and she said that she's able to like have resistance to curses, so that checks out. But the others are kind of but it revealed that Gillis has the ability to manipulate others, which overpowers the curse, because the final command from Sauron told him possibly to help the other like heroes and kids to, I don't know, go fight the demon lord or help Akira, whatever it is. Also, we find out that Kyosuke, the one with the long hair and like katana, he's actually probably friends with Akira, because in a flashback dream that Akira did have, Kyosuke kind of happened upon him while Akira was having a part-time job outside of going to school, and in exchange, well, Kyosuke said he wouldn't rat him out for having a part-time job, but they found out that both of their sisters are actually friends, so it kind of checks out that both of them will be friends as well. Now Kyosuke wants to find Akira because he feels a little guilty for not really helping him out in that situation. But once Akira wakes up, he was confused about how he's still fine and how his HP is like at its maximum. But going down now into the labyrinth, 75 floors in, he defeats a slime that didn't ambush him, and it reveals an elf, and he uses this skill called World's Eye. Now this one, if you pay attention to the image that I'm going to show you, you see there's these three distinct images and bubbles, right? So there's one that depicts who I really believe is Sato. He's on the ground, gone. Then there's another image depicting who we can't really see their face. It's probably Akira, just by the way that the hair is like done, and it's probably not Akira because of the armor that he's wearing, but my bet that's Akira. And then the other one that we see is Kyosuke, that kind of checks out with the long hair and the katana going through his body. So whatever World's Eye does, it allows them to see the stats of another person, and it may be the future or predicted future or something. It's a little weird and also a little scary that I hope it doesn't happen that way. I don't know. It's a visual like detail, probably a foreshadowing element. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it doesn't happen. The elf girl who we don't know we don't know their name. Yeah, we don't know their name. She never said her name. Well, they probably said their name like in the synopsis, but I forget reading the synopsis and I don't really watch the previews and the teasers, so we don't know her name. But it appears that she is royalty, or she says she's royalty, and you know, Akira helps her out, takes her, feeds her with some water and some food. And during the night scene, you know, there's that little scene where she turns over in her sleep and looks at him. She's smiling, she's giggling. It's like, oh no, she's falling in love. And then they fight a dragon, and he uses his shadow magic again. So much for his assassin skills. And episode end with the dragon like being defeated and the flesh is white. So overall, episode 2 gives us a little bit more intrigue as far as what the king is doing. And it gives us another group, the 7-person hero team, and what they're going to do. Possibly meeting up with Akira, or no, they're going to defeat the demon lord, but one of them wants to meet up with Akira. So there's two goals there. Of course, the king is still scheming, and Akira is now with the elf girl, and we'll see what they're gonna do. But as far as my worries are concerned, I'm worried about the shadow magic being like the forefront of what Akira can really do to defeat things. I'm worried that we're not gonna see so much of his assassin skills like on the forefront, even in battle. It's feeling like a Jinwoo soul leveling kind of thing. Even though Jinwoo was an assassin, he had a mix of, you know, blade work skills and necromancy, and most of the time his necromancy and shadow puppets like fought everything. And you know, even though he had some close quarters combat skills, I mean, mostly his necromancy did the thing. Now it's looking like Akira's shadow magic is going to be the linchpin in a lot of things, and he won't be like assassinating. But you know, we'll see on that. Elf girl falling in love. That's a very simple trope. She fell way too easily, so we'll see how that goes. And we'll see if the king's scheme actually holds some merit. And I really want to know who this very first hero is, because it sounds like they're chalking it up to be some big plot relevance that I hope comes to fruition. Because if not, I don't know, man. Well, I'm not saying I'm like episode 2 is kind of like put me off, but the flags are there, the warning signs are there of let's just say a plot, or some things aren't as not expected, but expected, agreed upon. Things aren't. It's very, to put it simply, Akira is looking to not be an assassin, and that's pretty much it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like it if you like it. Subscribe to really see. I mean, you don't have to subscribe to see more, but you know, subscribe to help out. I'm just gonna be doing this a lot more because I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I really want to give this like a fair shake of what, you know, the anime can be. With that being said, that's it for us now. I hope you all have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I hope your day is just a little bit better. Y'all take care. Peace.